We're our own Yokos, and you're listening to WSIA Staten Island.
You are listening to WSA Staten Island 88.9 FM. I am Dia F. Suarez, the music director, and with me is Johnny L. Fuentes, the news director. We'd like to introduce you to the band Our Own Yokos, who are a Staten Island-based rock band who came together in 2018 to strike the island.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, yeah. Striking while the iron's hot, as they say.
Make sure to stay tuned after the interview to hear the first single, Sir Chuck.
Thank you guys for having us. We're so stoked to be here.
Thank you for letting us interview you.
Of course.
So for our first question, we want to ask you guys, can you tell our listeners who you guys are, what part of the island you are all from?
So I'm Brian. I'm from Tottenville.
My name's Sean. I'm from New Springville.
My name's Cole. I'm from Great Kills.
So how long have you guys been playing together, and how did that come to be? Like, what's the story behind your band's name? Just like the whole, like, shebang.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. So I guess I could take this one. So Brian Buchanan and I have been playing music together since about like 2012, 2013 or so, a really, really long time. We met through a mutual friend on the island, Chris Toronto of the band Figurehead, who we're still really close friends with. He introduced us and we started hanging out. We played, there was a night where we played a bunch of Beatles licks and Zeppelin licks, and we started trading off bands that we really, really loved. And from that night, we really found a really super duper partnership that's still going on, a friendship, a relationship, you know. And
we brought Cole in because me and Sean have been in and out of bands for years, but we had a show booked with no drummer, and so you know the date was getting closer and closer, and we're like, all right, who can we call that's just gonna show up and lay down the business? And there was no one but Cole.
Hey man, that's what I do.
Yep.
And then as far as the name, I mean, we've been keeping a running list of potential band names, and you know, Our Own Yokos was actually the first one on the list. And really what it comes down to is, you know, Yoko Ono gets this bad reputation. You know, she broke up the Beatles. It's like, no, like the Beatles broke up because they stopped liking being a band with each other. And, you know, one day this band will end, and it won't be because of our families or our obligations. It'll be, we just won't like each other anymore.
exactly. Fair to say, Brian. Thank you for being the clairvoyant over here. But yeah, you know, sort of bouncing off of that, you know, Yoko Ono brought out such like visceral and emotional feelings out of John. And we sort of hope that we could do something similar to people who listen to our music, you know? Everybody should have their own Yoko. You know, why can't we be yours? And there's the sales pitch.
Thank you. That's very interesting. You know, Yoko Ono has been all over my For You page on every single app recently. It's insane.
Awesome.
So for our next question, we want to ask, who is your target audience? Who do you want to listen to your music, and who do you want to stand out to the most?
Everyone and anyone, really. I mean, I think that's what we try to do in this band very specifically. Like we end up, or, you know, we start in a place that's kind of blues rock oriented most of the time. And then somewhere along the way, we're like, oh, let's try this. And then, you know, at the end of the day, we end up with stuff that we hope is going to be palatable to everyone for one reason or another, you know?
We basically love writing songs that we want to hear. You know, that's at the very heart of it.
Yeah, and instead of like trying to cater to everybody and, you know, the lowest common denominator, like we're trying to raise the lowest common denominator. We're trying to just put something good into the world, and hopefully it finds its place.
Yep.
That's great. I love when, I feel like sometimes bands like don't always make music for them, like that they would listen to, which is like a little odd, but like, cause I guess it's not always easy, but it's great that you're making music that you're like, yeah, I'll listen to this, and not like, hey, I'm just gonna do this thing, that you're actually like, yeah, this is awesome, pumped. And for our next question is, so I feel like we got a little bit of snippet of an answer to this from the whole like backstory of the name of Your Own Yokos. So the question would be, what artists have you found inspiration in? And I figure the Beatles might be one, or any other ones?
A little bit.
Pretty fair. Yeah, I don't know if you see in the corner over there, but we got a couple of Beatles magazine covers framed up. But yeah, the Beatles go back, you know, with all of us since we were children, basically.
Forever, yeah.
You know, I mean, we all, but the thing that we love about this band, and the thing that we love playing each other, is that our inspirations all come from different places. Like for me personally, the Beatles are one, you know, Led Zeppelin is another one, Alex Chilton and Big Star is another one, like really big rock and pop sounds, you know.
And at the same time though, you know, somebody like Cole, you know, he's a really big hip hop head. And at the same time, like we were texting the other day about, yo, it'd be really cool to have like a bluegrass song. And so like, I don't know if all like that stuff may not always get filtered into what we're doing, but like in an obvious way, but like it's in there. So yeah, we pull from all over.
Everything. Yeah, no, I mean, that's one of the great things about this band is that we all have similar influences, but we also all have very different influences, and we find a way to like make it all happen together, sort of thing.
That's exactly it. Well said, Cole.
Sounds like a fun little rock and roll mixing pot, like melting pot, like it's all like
Yeah,
everyone's adding a little something.
that's definitely a really fun mix. So our next question is, what does your creative process consist of when creating a new song? You just told us a little bit about how you guys like a lot of different things, but it all comes together really well.
Sure. Yeah. I guess sometimes the process varies. I will say on Sir Chunk, you know, there will be maybe a couple of months where I don't come up with an idea, and then something will just hit me. I'll lay it down in a voice memo. I'll send it to Brian. Maybe it's like 70% done or so, and he'll take the rest of the 30% and just finish the song and make it substantial.
Yeah, like Sean he'll come up with great, like a good verse and a good chorus and an idea for a bridge, and like usually I'm the one that's like, all right, here's how the puzzle goes together. And but part of that process too is always knowing that like if we don't have like a set idea for something, we know that Cole can like literally fill that space with drums, and it's just like it's so, you know, we're so lucky to have somebody like that in the band where we don't need to think about it. It's like Cole's gonna he'll figure
Something
it out.
will happen. Yeah, it's not always good, but
Well, we take the finished song base and we give it to Cole, and he just accentuates all of the great stuff that Brian and I are able to put down. Without a drummer like Cole, you know, filling in the space and removing himself from the space when it's necessary, like the songs don't exist. That's pretty, you know, straightforward.
I mean, yeah, I'll also just jump in to say these guys make it extremely easy for me. They write the whole song. They're just like, put some drums on it. I'm like, okay, and then we have a song. So it works.
Imagine if he was this nice to us all the time.
So I love what I'm hearing, guys. I love what I'm hearing. It's just like it sounds like you all like one of you gives something, then like you build on like just like such a great dynamic and like pair, which is like I feel like a little rare because I feel like with bands sometimes there tends to be like clashing heads. But I don't know, maybe apparently Cole is bullying you guys in the background. And that's what it sounds like.
We'll keep that between us.
Yeah, we'll keep it a little secret. So
No,
but
I mean,
just, like
to speak to that, like I mean, we communicate a lot, and we came to this realization a few months ago. It's like we're not a bunch of friends pursuing music in a band. Like we are a band that is aggressively pursuing friendship. And, like it sounds corny, but it really is true. It's like this is when we get to hang out with each other, and you know, like yeah, being on stage and playing shows is great, but like this, like we were goofing off 5 minutes before this interview started
for an hour.
Yeah.
And like that's what makes this worth it too. And you know, and the music is like the cherry on top.
It's like any kind of relationship, really. It has to come from a place of authenticity and a place where like you really have to enjoy being around each other, especially when you're playing music and you're being so vulnerable like that. You know, you have to be around people that you trust. You know, and frankly, we all trust each other, right? I think we all trust. Yeah, but no, but
right.
Yeah. But we all trust each other to go for it sometimes, you know, or you know, come up with a weird idea or say or you know, lay down something that may not be, you know, too predictable or something like that. So it's a really, you know, it's a great synergy that we have.
I'm just in awe. It's so exciting. You guys are just great. Just great energy, great dynamic. I've listened to a couple of snippets of your songs from Instagram, and I enjoy the sound myself, and I know our listeners will, of course. So it's important for us, and of course the listeners to know where we can find your music and stay updated to what's going on, what's coming next for the band, like the whole like how can we like pinpoint you guys?
Yeah, definitely. So our debut single, first piece of recorded music is coming out on February 3rd. That's
Called Sir Chunk.
It's called Sir Chunk with a corresponding music video out the same day. And we're going to be celebrating with a show at Hop Shop.
Same day.
Yep, that same day at 9 o'clock with our good friends, Modern Day Machines, Eclectic, and The Specialists. It should be a great show. We hope to see everybody there. And just to say, it's at 372 Van Duzer Street, right across the street from the old Muddy Cup.
And just in general, we are on Instagram. Sometimes we stream on Twitch, and we have pretty poor TikTok, so we gotta up our TikTok.
Yep.
Staying with the trends with TikTok, I see. Very exciting.
Gotta play the algorithms.
Gotta keep track of whatever's flowing next with the media. Would we be able to find you on Instagram and all that stuff under your own Yokos?
Yep, you can.
Our Own Yokos.
So yeah, you can find us at Our Own Yokos. That's OUROWNYOKOS. I can't spell my own band, so we got to think about it a little
To keep
bit.
track of.
It's a lot of O's in there, yeah. But yeah, we're at Our Own Yokos. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff, just under that band name.
Hey. So you could also find WSA at WSA_FM on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, and then Facebook. You could do
Facebook.com/WSIA.
Yep.
We're Our Own Yokos, and you're listening to WSIA Staten Island.
That was great.
That was so good.
You guys did better than most of us do on most days. I was just
Oh my goodness.
Fantastic.
gonna lose a job here.
Hey, let us know if you're looking for extra DJs, you know?
We should do a WSIA.
WSIA.
I can't say. I'm the drummer.
Hey.
This is gonna be the best. That's it. That's the whole interview. Just you guys singing WSIA. We don't need the rest. It's fine.
Can I just say how much I love your glasses, by the way?
They're kaleidoscopes. I cannot run in them, otherwise I'm gonna fall.
They are fantastic.
See if we could.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
Why?
Be fun for like a little.
If I wear that on stage, I'll probably see triple of everybody. Jeez, that's incredible.
It was great talking with you guys. Do you guys want to add anything else?
Keep an eye out for more music throughout the year. You'll see us on the island. Keep an eye out for more shows, and we'll thank you for listening. Hope to see you out of February 3rd at Hop Shop.
We're excited for it.
Yeah.
You'll definitely be seeing my face, that's for sure.
Yes. Dia's going, everybody.
Thank you for letting us interview you.
Thank you for having us. We've grown up on Staten Island. We've basically have all been born here. WSIA has such a special place in our hearts. You've been on our dial for, God knows how long at this point.
It's crazy that we're at the point where we're getting interviewed by this
we're,
radio station.
We're
what?
we're so grateful that our hometown is into what we're doing, and we really can't thank you enough.
Yeah.
Of course, we're here for the alternative, and I'm excited for the sound. Just can't wait to put it on air.
No.
And we serve the community always.
Yes,
That's the most important thing.
Man, I'll say real quick, the Staten Island music community has become so much more stickier, like glue, and more supportive.
It's insane right now.
Yeah,
and it's because of institutions like WS.
Exactly. So we're so grateful. Thank you for having us.
Really phenomenal.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Excited for your show on February 3rd.
So are we.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah. No, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll have a mix of some hip hop, some prog rock, some funk, and yeah, we're running the gamut basically. Everything we like to listen to, we're gonna put on that show. So it'll be a fun one. Oh man, thank you so much, everybody. Dia and Janelle, you guys are amazing. We'll see you guys soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You got it. Take care, guys. See y'all soon.
See ya.